Welcome to a brand new podcast, and this is the Oracle 19, and my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com, and that's the same email if you want to make a donation to the radio station. Definitely we could use your assistance. Same email, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com, through our PayPal account. And you can shop online to our baby shopping mall, www.evolutionoflondon.com. We have a whole wide range of products from men's, kids, ladies' clothes, jewelry, house products, cologne, perfume, and much more. 20,000 different products. Yes, I said it. 20,000 different products. So definitely check us out. evolutionoflondon.com, as well as evolutionoflondon.org for custom clothes, accessories, digital products such as ebooks for personal and business use. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. You'll find games, DVDs. Yes, DVDs, we still have those. More clothes and much more. So that's evolutionoflondon.store. We have different links to other affiliates. www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. You can support us that way. linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. And we have a Patreon channel, which we have videos that's not posted on YouTube, as well as digital artwork, and we have consulting services as well. So that's www.patreon.com/evolutionoflondon. And we on rumble.com. You just type in the Oracle 19. You'll find us there. So you can support us by subscribing, sharing through our platform. www.patreon.com/the Oracle 19. Well, actually, no, sorry, I got it mixed up. Rumble.com. Rumble.com, and then in the search bar of that platform, just type in the Oracle 19. So, my mistake, I apologize. So, again, the Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/evolutionoflondon is one thing. Rumble.com, just type in the search bar the Oracle 19, and you'll see our platform there as well. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 12-ounce jars, 100% soy wax candles from scented to unscented. Now the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, rose, eucalyptus, peppermint, just to name a few. And if you want to place an order, you can contact and send an email out to royalty9international@gmail.com. And you can find them on social media, Instagram and TikTok, Royalty 9 International. Over 35 plus hours, plus burning, let me say this again, over 35 burning time hours, over 35 plus burning time hours. Very good quality. So you definitely can't go wrong. Royalty 9 International. Check out Mr. Will. He's a fitness consultant. So if you want to book for him to have a consultation, email him. healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. That's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. and you can support him that way. Definitely email him, and you can find him. Actually, his website is expanding, so you definitely need to check that out. www.wjaaccessories.com for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. He's definitely have expanded on that website. A lot of great stuff there. So support his brand, www.wjaaccessories.com. DJ Panthro, he's an international DJ, and if you want to book for him to come to your venue, email him at djpanthro 519@gmail.com. Again, that's DJ Panthro, PANTHRO 519@gmail.com. And he will be in Thailand soon, so he will have more of the information on his YouTube page, DJ Panther 519, and he is in the making of also being in Singapore as well, possibly performing in Singapore. So definitely check him out, DJ Panther, and you can find him on social media such as TikTok, as I mentioned, DJ Panther 519. You can find him also on Instagram and TikTok, DJ Panthro, as well as his bonus platform on TikTok, The Real DJ Panthro, the DA Real DJ Panthro on TikTok. And again, DJ Panthro. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. He have a whole wide range of different beats, so once you go to his platform on YouTube, you will see his other social media sites. So like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And Continue to Train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. We have over 725 shows to open up your third eye. So I need your guys to like, subscribe, and share. And again, thank you for the new country that is supporting us. Really, Slovenia? Eastern Bloc country, Slovenia, Slovenia, and Austria. Yeah, so we rolling. Again, thank you guys for supporting, and also support Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. If you scroll down the page of the Greatness 19 channel, you will see the logo for Mr. Evolution of London. So guys, like and subscribe to that. We want to definitely keep that going. A lot of great information there, so show your love with that. Cindy's Place, she has custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. Her website is www.cindysplace.org. Again, that's www.cindysplace.org. So definitely show support. She has a lot of great items, I should say. Discover Ontario with comfort and convenience. Looking for hassle-free travel between cities? Choose Intercity Bus Canada for all your intercity transportation needs. Why travel with them? That's the question. They're very punctual, dependable service, ensuring you arrive at your destination safely and on time, every day, all day. Sit back and relax in their spacious air-conditioned buses, equipped with comfortable seating and free Wi-Fi. They also have free Wi-Fi in the bus terminal as well. Affordability. Say goodbye to expensive gas and parking fees. Intercity Bus Canada offers the cheapest tickets in town, making traveling between cities budget friendly. Convenience with multiple daily departures, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service. Traveling has never been easier. Special promotions. You must take advantage of their special promotions, including value cards and discounts for frequent travelers. Their destinations, they can take you to Toronto, Woodstock, Pearson International Airport, Sarnia, Kitchener, Stratford. Formerly the Greyhound station in London. So the terminal is very big and spacious, so customers can sit back and relax before their journey. Visit their website, www.intercitybus.ca, to view schedules, book tickets, and explore the route maps. Or you can go to the ticket counter at 101 York Street, London, Ontario, for in-person assistance and ticket purchases. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact their customer service team at 519-719-9237 or info@intercitybus.ca. And you can stay connected by joining their Facebook community. Again, Intercity Bus Canada. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for podcasters, Anchor.fm. It was once that, but now it's Spotify for podcasters, and Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London. Both of those are on YouTube, of course. Rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19, and finally www.theoracle19radio.com. All right, we got the business aspect of things out the way, and today's topic will be triggering, interesting, and more triggering. The pros and cons of having multiple women. Yes, the pros and cons of having multiple women. And I mentioned this on a show a long time ago about basically, you know, if you're, I believe, what was it? If your wife or a concubine. It was a show about two and a half years ago. You have to check the old podcast shows. Is a lot of information. I have over 365 shows. So again, obviously I'm not going to remember all, but I it's a general idea. So you definitely need to check that out. But again, the pros and cons of having multiple wives. Now again, in North America, it's illegal to have officially multiple wives. So, but you can have multiple women. I mean, men been having multiple women outright as well as in secret since the beginning of time, basically. And in this society, especially in North America, it's basically taboo for men to say they have multiple women or exercise and having multiple women. Now, again, a lot of women, majority, will definitely be against that. If you go to other countries, in the so-called third world countries, men having multiple wives it's every day in existence. But here in North America, we know things are different. And it's been programmed in men's mind that it's wrong to have multiple women. And you know, I'm just going to speak with this. In this day and time, I'm just going to talk about myself. I don't have any problem with that, personally. I think at this stage of the game, the woman that I'm with knows automatically, or should know, because, I mean, it's put out there and reminded. Look, I don't see any problem with having multiple women. Now, I know a lot of you women say, well, I guess you can't be with me. Yeah, fine, that's cool, no problem. But believe me, there's women that will accept that. And here's the reality. Before I get to really the pros and somewhat of the pros and cons. the quality of women out here these days do not constitute, I think, for a regular heterosexual man to stick with one woman and say she is it. Because look what's out here. And I talked about this on all shows, and respectfully, look what's out here. Look what's out here for a man. You find a woman, let's say one woman, and especially when you're in the dating world, one, she got kids. Kids, plural. So you got to take on the responsibility. Now, you don't have to. I know you women say, well, you don't have to. That is true. But most women out here between the ages of, let's say, 25 to like 40, they got a kid or two. So you got to take on that responsibility. So that's extra work, extra expenses, extra time that you got to deal with this one woman. So you mean to tell me she gifted you with herself and another kid or two, and you cannot have other women that on the side? Now look, it's not about mistreating her. Here's the reality. In the eyes, in the psyche of a man. And ladies, you don't want to hear this, but in the psyche of most heterosexual men, most. Just walk with me. Men don't want to always eat macaroni and cheese every day. A lot of men will tell you this. They like variety. A man could deal with you and love you. Like I use myself. I can love a woman with no problem. That is my main woman. But if I see something extra in the street and I like it, I'm a partake of it. Partake of it, yes. I'm a hit it. Doesn't mean I don't love you, woman number one. But, I'm not going to, my goal, of course, is not to bring diseases to you or bring another baby in the mix. But, when you out in the streets, oops, things can happen. I'm sorry, but oops, that's part of the game. I could still love you. I could still take care of you. I could still treat you with respect. I won't be like, I don't think men should just put it out there like flashing it like, here, this is my second woman. Some women, it's a little, they feel a certain way. I get it. But, if I see something strange in the streets, it is what it is. It doesn't mean I don't have love for you. And a lot of women, it can't really click in their brain like that. They get very emotional with that. But here's the reality. We don't, you're not going to really, in the psyche of the man, satisfy. Man go see women and that's what it is. They built that way. And I know women say, well, we can't do that. I mean, suppose we do that. You can. You have that option. If you my woman, you can't have that option. I mean, yeah, it's a double standard. It's unfair. And reason why, because, see, men, I use this example. We could go to the strip club, see a woman, hit it, meaning have sex with her, and then go back to our woman or wife and business as usual. But let's be for real. Most of you women cannot just be having what I call sports sex, going from man to man. I mean, some of you are just basic whores. I mean, yeah, you can. But the natural flow of life, you don't sport sex. Men usually do the sports sex. It's just, that's part of our DNA. You don't want to hear that, I know, but that's what it is. But also I look at, again, as I was talking about previously, of the quality of women out here, there's not a lot of quality for us to say this is it. let's say you're a man of, let's say 40 years old, between 35 and 40. You're in your prime in terms of finance, of, taking care of yourself and everything. You meeting women out here in these streets between the range of 25 to 40. And I mentioned they have a kid or two, they crazy, their life is chaotic, they got the baby daddy issues as well. Their minds is not right, their hygiene is not right, and all of this is presenting to you. And you got to coach up that woman. That takes a lot of work, coaching up women. Because most likely with women, you got to coach them up anyway. Now, the feminist is not going to like that, because I don't need nobody to coach me up. That's why I'm me and free. Well, you are one of the examples. This is what men got to deal with, is you, a person like you. Feminist. No man can't coach me up. I can coach up myself. This is one of the problems. You just answered it. You are one of the problems. So this is why we gotta have other women on the side to keep our sanity. And a lot of men cannot talk about it because they got women in their lives, and if they say this to their woman will go batshit crazy. She'll go ape shit. And so a lot of men, and I was once that dude too, just say, you know what, man, let me just do what I gotta do on the side and just keep it pushing. And I'm able to do that very well, because I'm not out here like, every day. I'm not out here partying and stuff. That's not really my thing. I could meet women, in quiet areas and supermarkets and universities, and I'm speaking of the past, or wherever, and I could deal with them. I'm very smooth and very discreet. Women won't know that, because I'm not out here. I can still get the job done. But for me, I'm just living in my truth now. And the thing about it is, at the end of the day, if a woman is rolling with me, this is what it is. I'm not saying I will exercise that, but the possibility is there. Don't trip if I do it. That's what it is. It's the man in me. I got to be honest with myself. And also, the quality of women out here. You're not really being the best woman you could be for a man. Say, tag, man, this is it. I mean, your body is trash, most of you. You're not tight anymore. You're not fit. And again, you got mental issues. And I'm repeating these things. You don't keep up with your hygiene. All of this is presented. This is your woman. So you mean to tell me can't have another woman, to give you relief? I look at it for what it is. A lot of women will say, well, I guess I'm going to be single. You go to another man, is basically the same thing. Now, you do have a few men that just want to deal with one. And reason why, because there's a headache out here having 2 and 3. Even just for a side piece is a headache. And I can go for that too. Because I'm saying I don't want 2 wives officially. Because in this day and time in North America, it's a headache with one. I dealt with many women, and it ended up turning into a big, lousy headache. And I'm actually giving you the pros and cons in the conversation right now, unofficially. It's just a big-time headache when the cons with dealing with modern-day women out here. And then if things don't go right, these women, if you trying to establish something as a man, you have your business going, or you're on social media, or aka being a public figure, these same women will be out here on social media putting you on blast. Any little thing, they will try to spark something. And they will do it to your boy here. It's the same thing. Any little thing that they could spark, they will spark. That's why, men, you really have to be on your A game if you have a business or you're on social media. Even having your A game still might not work out for you. But you just gotta prepare, because to have multiple women, it comes with a lot of problems potentially. You really need to screen these women, these regular modern day women out here. Because they say all the wonderful things, but then 2-3 years later, they're your mortal enemy. And any little dirt they have on you will be exposed. Will be. You can pretty much bank on that. Because these women really is not loyal. So having multiple wives, or multiple women, I should say, really, in this day and time, is not suggested. Unless is a real thorough explanation. You really have to tell these women, this is how I feel about you, nothing personal. I just looking for, a side thing. It's not going to go far. That type of talk. It has to be really, really clear. And even after you have intercourse, you still have to mention it, because the intercourse could be good and she still flips, because it could happen. So nothing is guaranteed. I know you guys might not understand what I'm saying. Most of you should. The bottom line of this conversation is cons. These is cons of why really you shouldn't have multiple women that you really mess with. Is really toxic. This is why I understand why men travel to different countries and they just do what they do and they come back. That female is back where she's back in South America or Thailand or Europe or whatever. You don't have to bring her back to North America. So that's a certain piece. Whatever country is going down, it stays there. So men that have a little extra paper, that's what they do. Now, on the side note, I don't agree with the overspending of these ladies from these different countries. You kill the market. Because again, remember, they might be nice, but they nice hoes at the end of the day. They nice though. They treat you like a king for the most part, but they nice hoes. They still hoes. They still prostitutes. They still sluts. So, I personally, if the market, you talk about, I don't know. I wouldn't be killing myself paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Some of you men just overprice these females. These village girls. That's what they are, village girls. Giving $100, $200. Village girls, $40. $50 at best. I mean, I'm just saying. That's how I look at it. $20 in a blanket. A pack of incense and $10 and a good talking to. Maybe depends another one, $15 in a drink. US dollars, yes. $20 US bill and a big bag of potato chips. Or how about a good lunch, a nice hearty lunch, maybe an extra dinner to take home, and a $10 US crisp, nice and new. Here, hold that, that's yours. You got your doggy bag, got a nice little lunch in your belly, $10. I'm giving you different scenarios, that's all. I'm just throwing it out there. But I definitely don't see you men spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these village girls. That's really what they are, just village girls. I mean, no disrespect, but I'm just saying you killing the market. Just my opinion. Y'all guys be cash apping these village girls when you back home, and I mean, you paying their rent. You got another bill. You paying another utility bill, but out of country. If you're going to pay something, send it to me. PayPal to me. EVOLUTIONOFLONDON@gmail.com to me. Your God. But y'all just be killing the market. This is a side note. I know I ventured off a little bit, but I'll bring it back. Pros and cons of having multiple women. It ties into that. Because when you go back home to your regular woman, you still love her and care for her. But you went to get a little strange things for the change. This is the psyche of men. This is what they do. Or they go to the strip club or whatever. But the cons is you spending unnecessary money. The cons is these second women that if they don't have clarity your intentions, what just think about what they can do, how they could set you up. Always think about how much information this woman have that she could set you up. Especially you young men, you gotta always, when you're dealing with these extra women, you better know you better find out how much intel does she have on me. How can she ruin my life? Can she come up on the job? Can she get help? Can she get me fired? What can she say on social media about me? What can she say in my community? Who does she know that can set me up or come and rob me? You got to find out what type of second woman you're dealing with. These are the cons. So it's not all the time it's wise for you to have another woman on the side, because these things can happen. And they are happening every day, all day in the city near you where men is getting set up. And you men is doing a disservice to you. The young men is dealing with these old women. These old ladies. These old ladies, they setting you up. They said, I'm watching social media. I see you basketball players, young basketball players in your early 20s and messing with these women in their late 30s and 40s and getting them pregnant. You just got set up. You just got hustled. She set you up. She know you're a multi-millionaire. You're a young guy. You still wet behind the ears. She got you. And she got kids your age, basically. She got you. And it seemed like it's a growing phenomenon where a lot of you young athletes getting set up by these old women, these other side women that you dealing with, and they setting you up proper, and you don't even realize it. You have to be ultra careful, and a lot of you young dudes, because you never had a daddy in your life, you caught. You caught. And these old women, it's not like the old women, let's say, and before my generation, where a 40-year-old looking like she's 40, she's looking like she's 50, 60, and she's talking like that. But these I should say old women, but carrying that young vibe that is 40 years old with plastic surgery and everything else that goes with it, they looking, a lot of them looking well. And they on the social media showing their fake behinds, fake breastises, and They talking that real game and getting y'all young dudes, all captivated in their web of nonsense, and you getting caught. That's another different issue. I'm just giving you a lot of this information so you young men and men in general can be aware. Having extra women, dealing with multiple women, is cons, because like I said, I'm giving you these examples. So a lot of things going on. These women out here is running game. They coming to you like they innocent and pure and nice and sweet, and they setting you up proper. The older women as well as the young. All because you want extra women on the side. And they see you have money, and you just a mark. You just a come up for them. And this leading on to the other con. There's so many cons of having multiple women. You don't know her intentions. Most likely her intentions is negative. She's just with you because you're a come up. So while you have a woman already at home and you're dealing with this second woman, she's just laying low and accepting you because she knows you'll come up. She can get something from you. She don't really love you. She don't really have affection for you, true love. You just somebody that can provide for her. So you have to ask yourself, why is she with you? Why is she with you? And y'all guys need to have a conversation, lay it on the table. Because again, we all need to keep it 100% trill out here. When you have a second woman on the side, you sit her down. So what's your intention? You here for a come up, right? Okay. I'm a trick for you, right? Okay. Let's talk business. I mean, we might as well keep it real, because we might as well not have secrets. Because in this day and time, secrets can be very dangerous for you men especially. You need to have that woman bring it out. And then you can gauge what category you could put her into. And a lot of times these females won't tell you the real truth, but you know what? Their actions and their body language, if you really zero in on them, will say everything you need to know. With human beings, this is something we don't really look at. It's people body language. When you ask key questions, you look in their eyes. If you say, here's an example. A man asking a woman, do you love me? And she looks up in the air, of course I do. Well, just by her looking up in the air and breathing, I do. That say a lot of things. Maybe she don't really love you. You're a pain in the neck. She just dealing with you just because. I'm just giving you one example of many examples. Pay attention to people's body language and conversation. They will tell you everything you need to know. This is why it's very important. Might as well just put it out on the table. When you're talking to the woman, okay, what you want me for? You don't really love me. You just want to get what you can get. Okay, you got a big booty. You got nice breast seats. All right, man. You know what, man? We're gonna play this business game. This is what I give you, or whatever. I'm just giving you that scenario. Everything is a case-by-case situation. My point is, I don't believe in tricking per se. But there's certain things I understand. I don't believe in it, but I do have a certain understanding. Why I could say that? It depends of who you are. It depends of age factor. It depends of the life that you live. There's so many factors. Sometimes people have to. And I know I'm going to give you something outside of this conversation, but I'll bring it back. You might have to trick. Suppose you handicap in a wheelchair. You might have to trick. You in a wheelchair. So this is why I'm just giving an example, and that might be a little bit off of the top, but it's a case-by-case situation. I would never say the person is a fool per se, but it could be foolish because it depends on her market value. Let's say, for example, if she's let's say, for example, if she's a single mom and you giving her like $2,000 a week, that's a little bit over the top. Now, I know it's a case-by-case situation, okay? So I know you're going to say, well, I got other examples, Mr. Greatness. What if this and what if that? I know there's hundreds of different scenarios. This is why I mentioned it's a case-by-case situation. So you have to gauge that. But again, men having multiple women, you got to really be careful. And I gave you so many different cons to this because there's really not that much pros. And the reason why I'm saying that, because really most women are headaches. Even one is a headache. Most women are headaches. Most women are head cases. And you said most. I didn't say all. But most, 98% to the ninth power is headaches. They can't bring much to the table. They don't really add much to the conversation. They just only thing they could just do is spread their legs and talk crap. You gotta basically take care of them. You the one have to give them knowledge and coach them up. And then you gotta deal with these females out here that never had a daddy. They don't know how to take care of their bodies. They feminists, you gotta deal with that. Bad attitudes, disrespectful, you gotta deal with that. They don't even know 3 countries, you gotta deal with that. They don't even know how to be women, you gotta deal with that. You gotta coach them up how to cook and clean, how to be a woman, because their mamas didn't teach them how to be a woman. That what their mamas teach them is how to get over on a man. That's what their mothers teach you. So it's so many different cons to it. Very few women is coming up with substance. But here's the thing. The ones, let's say the 2% that has substance. I mean, you know, they old. Or they're getting to be older. And sometimes you just need a nice new Lamborghini to ride. You know, I just don't want to, you know, a lot of us men, this is our scenario. We gotta have a cool sister, cute, and you know, you rock with that for some time, but you know, you just don't want macaroni every day. You know, and you see new 25, 30-year-olds that you meet and greet, you know, you want to test the car out. I get it. But while testing the car, you also got to know the pros and cons of testing out that new car. Do that new car have proper brakes? When you start riding it, you don't get in no accident. Will that new car give you drama? Or I should say new used car, because a lot of these new cars are not brand new, they used. Meaning the females are not new, they're not virgins, they got body counts, 50 different partners, 100 different partners. Even the average ones, 25 different partners if they're 25 years old. This is the time that we living in. So even though there's a level of pros, but still go right back to mostly cons. Having a woman, even one woman, is a headache. But I know you real men real heterosexual men like to test the waters out. See something. But, like I said, we in this day and time, you have to be careful. So a lot of men travel abroad. I get it. And I'm repeating these things over and over just as a reinforcement. A lot of women clearly will disagree with this, and I understand. But within our nature, this is how we roll. This is how we want to roll. So people say, well, Mr. Greatness, would you do that to your woman? Would you have another woman on the side? Would you do it? Would you do it? Can you tell us? I like to know. Can we do it so I could burn your ass, Mr. Greatness? And I already alluded to earlier that my woman, in this day and time, I could lie to her and say, no, you're going to be the only one forever and ever and ever. Amen. Prefer me to lie? Or I will treat you still with the ultimate respect. But if I see something and I have an entanglement, then that's what it is. After the entanglement, I'm going to still come back home and still give you the ultimate respect. That is guaranteed. That's just my nature. But, is that a possibility? Heck yeah, that's a possibility. As long as the rod of life still works, yeah, that's a strong possibility. That's a over 90% possibility in this day and time. As long as the rod of life is still working, yes, that's a strong possibility. But I'm not the type of person that goes to parties and party heavy and all that other stuff and wild out where I'm bringing women all over in front of you. I'm not that type of person. But if I travel and I see something strange for no change, because I'm a cheap guy anyway, it's gonna be what it be. That's just how I roll. Now I know people hearing this, oh my God, you're a dog! You a dog! You a dog! All right. All right. But this is what a lot of men would like to say, like to do, but can't do because it will mess up their life and it will be court involved and they got kids involved and this, that, and the third. I get that. So they have to do things in silence. I get that. Not saying, but when in life, slowly but surely for me, I'm speaking of myself, I want to be free to be me. Slowly but surely. Before I pass on to the next plane, just want to be free. And I'm setting myself up to be free. I could be me. Good, bad, up and down, me. And being me can cause a lot of controversy. And I know this. Even my man Carlito told me something, some real talk. And not everything I'm going to share, but I put it like this. It's very important for me to have multiple options, multiple financial options, because I could never be like president of the USA or like really in public figure, that guy, like millions and millions of people is going to be listening to me. like every day. That guy. I got too much baggage. Too many. I've said so much things. I know this. And I've done so much ungodly things. I know this. So all of that is going to be put out there. I know that. I mean, and my philosophy is when people ever ask me, I have an option. None of your business. But we see you did this, or we know you did this. None of your business. And what? You a degenerate, this and that. Okay. You disgusting, this and that. Okay. 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 You this and that, and this is why this person don't like you, that person don't like you. Okay. But I'm me. And I want to be me and free. And knowing to be me and free, you gotta have multiple things going on, because working just one square job ain't gonna really forever. With the type of mindset I have, it's not gonna work. I know that. So you men that have this type of philosophy, this type of mindset of wanting to be free, yeah, you need to have multiple options immediately. Because the pros and cons, as an example of having multiple women, don't fit in modern day society in North America. So it's not going to work out for you. Because most women in North America is not going to rock with you. So it's very important, you men that have this philosophy, is get your paper right. Sky high. I'm not saying being a billionaire or multi-millionaire, but being a dominant position where you can make moves. Be in a position you could get a plane ticket first class anywhere in the world. That money. And you could spend it and not have to worry about paying rent or using that towards your rent or your mortgage. Having 10, 20, 30,000, and this is no money really, but having cash in the house. Where you can, if you had to get up and leave, make a move, you can take your cash and make a move. This is the price of having this philosophy of believing in having multiple women. This is just one of many examples. See, because I gave you lots of cons. There are pros though. Pros is, you can make it work where both women believes in your vision, and they working under your leadership, helping you out with your businesses, helping out with your brand, being the secretaries for you, helping you in your daily life. To see your vision, to get you more wealthier, put you in a better, higher situation. If you got women that have that mindset, you could go a long way. And also, you don't have to put these women out on the pedestal per se where they be seen. That don't have to be. She just know her position, and she rocks with you naturally. You don't have to give her any money. She just wants to support your brand because she wants to see you win. And that's a rarity in this day and time of women. It is those 2% women that want to naturally see you win. But most of these females, they working with you because they want to see themselves win. And they just waiting to bump you off so they could get your riches or get your brand. Being thieves. This is the level that we on now. This is the type of time that we on. So Yeah, men out here, you can't be sloppy with just having multiple women and they seeing you at the party, and you can't be sloppy anymore. There's no time to be sloppy. You're destroying your credibility, your brand, and everything else come with it. That's why you see a lot of entertainers, these male entertainers, their credibility, they folds. And then they have kids with these women. Caught. And that's one of the biggest things, men. A lot of you men getting caught with these side women. And then they take you to court and they getting all your riches. And these women destroying your brand. These women getting 30, 20, 60, $50,000 a month. They steal your money because the kid don't need to be paid. You don't need to give child support, 50 grand for child support. But they steal your brand, your money, and disrespect you on social media at the same time while you paying out the money to her. All because you wanted that side woman. Thieves. And see, you didn't really guard yourself well. You didn't prepare for the outcome, so now you caught. So you young guys as procreating with these old women, y'all caught. And she's a seasoned, these women are seasoned. They know the game. And they getting you. And you can't escape it. They got already money from the previous baby daddy. Now you the next mark. And these women sitting up, racking up 50, 100 grand a month off of your blood, sweat, and tears playing ball. All because, and you chasing these old women. That's not a good look for y'all young guys. Not a good look. Even if you had a woman in your age bracket, I still say that's messed up, but I will understand because she's in your age bracket. But it's a definite big L. Big L when you deal with these old women. Not a good look if you're a young guy. Not a good look. There's nothing you can tell me saying that's a good look for you. It just don't match up. So, all because you wanted to have multiple women. You thought you were slick. But then she outslicked you. And a lot of these women is doing that. Because y'all men is not up on game. You're not analyzing that woman that you with. You're not trying to find out what her intentions is. You're just looking at her body. And you're getting caught. You're getting caught big time. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Now this world is it's not easy. You men have to really think and analyze before you dive in having extra women on the side. You have to start thinking like you're a corporation. What is the benefit of getting this woman other than a sexual gratification? What can she, who she knows that could potentially put me in a bad situation? Or do she know where I live, or she know where I work, or how she can reach out? Because these women are treacherous. I mean, this is the reality. I know there's women in my past, I know they listen to these shows. I'd be stupid to think they don't. I'd be stupid to think my enemies is not listening to this show. Family, friends, or foe, or exes, or whatever. I'd be dumb to think it's just not. They don't troll. Come on. I know. I'm the oracle. I'm supposed to know. And I also think on my feet how damn it, what the possibilities they can do. Because And I know I'm back and forth talking about multiple women and stuff like that, but it all ties in together. But I'm trying to give you a teachable moment for you young men, men in general, to understand the potential of what women can do or try to do. You run around here with trying to chase multiple women, and you have you building a brand, you building a platform, you have a regular square job. Can this woman run up and call your job to get you fired? Because a lot of times these women, especially if they scorn, you know they calling. If they can, they calling. Or they gonna call the law enforcement, or they gonna call the courts. They gonna serve you papers. They gonna do something because they want to get at you. They want to destroy you. And you men gotta realize that chasing multiple women, this is the price that you can pay. That these women, even though you have the sexual need to have multiple women, and we're going to do dumbness anyway because, like I said, most men, we savages. There's no logic to this, and I'm speaking like from experience. I'm just saying, look, we have in our brain, it's stupid, yes, I can admit to this, but this is the nature of men. We got heterosexual men. We can have sex with women we know that will destroy us. That is basically next to the devil himself in hell, and have came back to earth, but because she have a nice booty and nice breasts, we will still have sex with that demon. And we know that she is ready to destroy us. And you know that she will delete you in each and every way, but we will still have sex with her. Doesn't make sense, ladies. I know. Gentlemen, I know it doesn't make sense. It's not logical. But we are not logical as men. Tell me, us real men out here, real men that been out here in these streets, we have done it. Some of us are still doing it. Me, I'm on the 12-step program to try to avoid that. But every now and then, I get urges in my head. Let me see what's out here. And I know that demon of a woman will destroy me. I just know, but I'm a savage. And savages will do savage things, savagery, with no rhyme and reasoning. This is the psyche of most heterosexual men. Now, I know you're subject to the rule, men, saying that's not me because I'm picture perfect. That's you, not me. I get it. Fine. Good. Thumbs up. But most of you heterosexual men, we have done a lot of strange things. We got to shake our head. Why? Why? We have dealt with rhinoceros, rhinos, pencil sticks, nasty women of every which way, baby mamas for sure, feminists, women that eat crazy, eat dog food. I'm not talking myself now, but I'm giving you, painting a picture. We have dealt with so many degenerate females that we know that when we had intercourse with them, we should have said hell to the no. But it was a Saturday night, after the club. It was a dry night. We see something. She got a nice face though. Or she's ugly. She got body though. Or she's skinny. She's a freak though. She smells, you know why? I turn the other way though. She got multiple kids though. So I'm gonna be careful though. Oops, I got caught up. She's pregnant though. This is the type of savages we are. Most of us heterosexual men. That's why I said I'm a savage. on the 12-step program. I'm just trying to get right with God and stay away, because I know the savage in me. As long as the rod of life is still working, the savagery is in me. And I can admit to that. I'm a stone cold savage. That I don't know what I might do if I let the beast out of me. But I try to have discipline, get right with Lord, keep on my 12-step program, and just do the best I can and stay away and keep myself at bay and do multiple things so I can pass the time the right way and not be a savage out here. You can't imagine, and us real men, we could attest to that. I'm not even going to tell you the savagery. It's just the stone cold savagery that I've partaked. You would look at me, if you see me, you'd be like, Mr. Greatness, man, how you can even call yourself great? Look at what you did. You don't make any sense. You a hypocrite. Yeah, okay, you're right. I'm an imperfect, perfect being. Just like you are an imperfect, perfect being. Yeah, you might not have done the savagery I have, but you did some type of savagery in life. You're not without sin. You have sinned in the eyes of God. So you're not picture perfect. But I'm just saying, that's just how it is with us men. Us heterosexual men. It's not logical. It's very hypocritical. The same information I'm giving you, if you knew all the ins and outs, you'd be like, yo, man, you a hypocrite. All right, fine, but I'm an imperfect, perfect being. So I'm just giving you the game. So you don't have to do the savagery. But it is what it is. I don't claim to be perfect. But this is why I'm letting you know, men, having multiple women might not be worth it for you. In conclusion, you might just need to stick with one woman because your money is not right, one. Two, you don't know how cold-blooded these street women can be. Three, you're not in a situation where she could destroy your brand, your job, your whole credibility in the community dealing with this second and third women. See, I was somewhat lucky, somewhat. And not to say, I'm out of the woods, because people could Bill Cosby. They Bill Cosby, they could Bill Cosby me. Or Bill Cosby you. These women could come out of their little rat holes when you finally blow up. Really blow up in life. And you part of the community and you're an upstanding citizen and you 60, 70, 80 years old. And all of a sudden these women coming in wheelchairs and canes and being wheeled to the court. And guess what they saying? You did this, you did that, you do that, you do this. Now people Bill Cosby you. Now you're going to jail at 85. Does that make sense? People wait 40, 50 years, but now you at a certain level. All of these little women come out of that rat hole and in canes and popping pills because they got diabetes or high cholesterol and limping to the court and saying, you did it. And now poor Dr. Cosby had to be in jail for a certain amount of years, got out, whatever, but he had to spend millions of dollars to get himself out of the situation. Now he got to live a quiet life, all because of a bunch of bitches. Yes, I said it. All because of that. See, so these things can happen. That's why, men, you have to be so careful. And even when you're careful, just think of Bill Cosby. Right, wrong, up and down, you women would disagree, all that stuff. Men, some of you men would disagree. But at the end of the day, just think, you real men out here that's looking, just think of Bill Cosby. Prime example. Kobe, rest in peace. Tiger Woods, Just think of these guys and what they had to go through. Just Google them if you confused. And then you will know, or hopefully will know, what you could avoid. Because I don't want to see you young men have to go what a lot of us older men had to go through. Because these women, these side women, and will be all smiley face with you and everything sweet. And then months later, 2 months later, 3 months later, they run around and say you assaulted them, you SA'd them. That they will use that instantly. Now you're in the situation. Now you gotta spend money on lawyers. And especially now in this day and time, having multiple women. Especially in this day and time where people could take a picture of you and put it throughout the whole world in milliseconds. Destroy your credibility. Especially if you was a somebody. This is the reality. See, so men, you gotta think like a corporation. You can't just think just with your lower part of your body. You can't think like how I think, or used to think, or still think sometimes. But I mean, you can't think like me. I put it like that. I use myself. You can't think like men like me. You gotta think better than me. You gotta super analyze any female that you're around, because you have a lot to lose. Even if you're a regular person out here, you got a lot to lose. You work in a square job, one woman could get you fired. Now your credibility is done for life, not even for that job, for life. She could take you websites. These women take men and they put it on social media, and he's gay and he's this and that. Ruin your credibility. And these women sit up with new men and they got brainwashed. And new men say, yeah, he was no good anyway, but I'll be there for you, honey. You don't worry about it. I'll hold you down. And then years later, she destroyed that second dude's brand. These women out here is clever and demonic at the same time, and evil. Bad combination if you run around here looking for side women, extra women. This is not like the days of Little House on the Prairie, simple life where there was no social media, and if a woman is doing something wrong, she runs to the family. Family say, you better work it out with your man or that man. Now, these women out here is demonic and evil. I've dealt with women out here and their family members, their mothers, their grandmothers, their aunties in their relationship, ended our relationship because of their evil and demonic ways. These women out here, even if you have good women, if you are a good person, stay away from your demonic auntie, your demonic mama. I should say mammy. Get away from that mammy. And that's not a color thing. I'm just saying that's a general, any race of thing. Get away from your mammy. Because she's evil. These women, you got some good women out here, but the women in their family is evil. This is a side note. I've dealt with evil women, and they destroy their relationships because the women listen to their auntie, their mammy, their grandmammy, their great-grandmammy, and then that was it. Now these women is struggling to find somebody, another man that's credible, or I don't know, to go off the deep end and find a woman. I guess I don't know. This is the time that we in. And these same women is out in the world that you trying to find you trying to get a little side piece. These are the type of side pieces that you're finding in the universe, in your town, in your city. These side pieces that is already torn, already have torn and scorned, already have family members, old family members that torn and scorned. Worse, the worst. You just getting yourself in trouble. You are better off just deleting yourself, men, because this woman is going to slow delete you because she's bitter. She got mental issues. You got a lot of these mentally ill women out here that you finding and trying to make them second women and third women, side pieces. It's dangerous out here. Trust me, I've been through all of that. And I'm telling you that, giving you that real talk. These women will destroy you because they don't care about themselves. How in the world they care about you? And most of these women out here, men, you looking for as second women, second wives, they hate men, which means they hate you. They hate you. They really have no respect, and they got perfect hate for you. And you want to scoop them up and make them second women. Listen, it don't work. It don't work. Don't be like me. Just want to deal with these women that is evil to the core. And they don't like you. They just rock with you because, you laid it down. You give them the rod of life. But they don't like you. You got to be so careful, men. Please. Be careful when you... This is why I'm throwing so many cons to this. Yes, biologically, we want to have multiple women. We have it's built that way within nature. It's built that way. More women than men. It's built that way. But it's not the best interest. Because there's a lot of side stuff that could go on. And you men that also want to go across the world and scoop up women, you got to be careful because you're going into their territories. And you're trying to scoop them up, they could set you up proper in their own country. And guess what? Your government will do nothing about it because you're nobody. You're not a Rockefeller, you're not a Rothschild, you're not a Bush, you're not a Biden, excuse me. You're nobody. You just Willie from the block that got a little cash and now in Dominican Republic or Amsterdam or whatever. You just Willie from the block that just got a little extra money. You Willie Jones or David Smith. That's all you are. You're nobody. So women could set you up internationally because you have international hoes. And not as prevalent in terms of them being as cutthroat necessarily in North America, but a lot of them is on the same time. They'll cut you just with a smile. Men, be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. Pros and cons of having more than one woman. You just need to thoroughly analyze, take yourself like a corporation, not an individual, and think of what can you lose getting this woman. She looks beautiful, I know. A lot of these women is gorgeous women out here. But first of all, analyze her without the makeup. That's what we need to do as men. Not go crazy when you see them on social media. Ooh, you look good. Ooh, I want to drink your bath water. Ooh, I want to make you my wife and stuff. Well, how she looks without her makeup, real hair, no nails, no eyelashes. How she look? And when she take her clothes off, how she really looks. How her real personality is. See, these are things you need to look at before you get into entanglement. Watch your back, guys. Thank you for listening.